Hi, my name is David Dardashti at ibogaineclinic.com in Playa, Cancun area. And I'm basically talking to three gentlemen that just treated to tell their story of their life. Our purpose is for people to see and compare their problem to theirs and how they solved the Ibogaine. I'm going to go one by one. I'll start with the obviously older gentleman. John, can you say your name?
My name's Johnny. 51 years old. Been intravenous drug user since on and off since '96. Plus other oral opiates and cocaine, pot, meth. Any drug available, I was more than willing to experiment with it. Finally, Dilaudid and heroin got a big hook in me about 3 years ago. I couldn't go over 6 hours without about $150 worth of dope.
You told me what would happen to you how you ended up in the hospital when you didn't take the Dilaudid for.
If I went more than 6-7 hours without dope, I'd be in the emergency room at stroke level, incomprehensible to the surroundings around me. That was only a few weeks ago. The emergency room saved my life, but I had heard about Ibogaine on the internet and through some friends at the methadone clinic, and don't go to the methadone clinic. Don't go to the methadone. Don't go to the methadone clinic.
Not.
Ibogaine, it's everything they say it is. I'm now over 24 hours without a shot, or without oral, or without anything.
How do you feel?
And I feel like I'm in my, like I said, I'm 51. I feel like I'm more in my 30s.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Yes.
And we have here Anthony.
My name is Anthony. I'm 32 years old. I've been using opiates for the past 3 years, smoking pot for the past 16 years. I've tried rehab. I've been on Suboxone, and I've heard about Ibogaine watched a documentary on Ibogaine, found this place down here, and changed my life. I have no cravings for opiates. I have no cravings to smoke pot. My anxiety's gone. I feel like I'm reborn again, basically.
Thank God. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
And then we have here this Mr.
My name's Olly, 28 years old. I started using pot when I was 15 years old. From there, it just led to cocaine. From cocaine, I found opiates, and then once I found opiates, it took off with opiates. And I've been using opiates probably now for about 4 or 5 years. Came here and absolutely saved my life. I tried methadone clinics, did nothing but get me hooked on methadone, and then I would still use opiates. I tried Suboxone, I would use Suboxone, still use opiates. But the Ibogaine absolutely saved my life, and David, I thank you so much. So much. I feel so much better. I have no cravings. I haven't used anything in over 3 days, and I can't even remember the last time I went more than 24 hours without using something.
You were also in rehab, weren't you?
Yes, I went to rehab in 2011 where I was on Suboxone. Suboxone did not work. As soon as I got back home, I went right back to the opiates. I still had the cravings. Now I do not have a craving whatsoever at all.
Yeah, I want to say also that I don't want to really go to make it prolong this, but to show your pictures before and after. Your face is totally changed. You're full of color. You're very pale. Now you can see, one just looks at the faces and sees a lot of color, a lot of health, and I'm really myself amazed. We don't call it anymore Ibogaine. We call it Ibogaine. The name is really Ibogaine, but really, what I call it, called God's medicine, God's gift to this earth for, especially opiates, and then which is almost impossible to get rid of without this wonderful, godly medicine that has shown to us miracles that cures, even helps to cure hepatitis C, helps Alzheimer, Parkinson. We start doing research on all these other diseases.
My Crohn's disease is even better. I have Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was 12 years old. I can't remember the last time I didn't have a pain on my side from my Crohn's disease, and I don't have pain anymore.
Unfortunately, we cannot say definitely, but from all the experiences has been that I've seen from hundreds and hundreds of people, it reduces blood pressure. It's helps with sugar problem, and what?
Helps alleviate depression.
Alleviate. We just a guy just left, totally cured from depression, PTSD, and many others problems. So I thank God for providing that gift to this earth, at least to cure you guys, and I hope to God that others can hear and save their own life. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
And
Thank you very much.
I appreciate that you give this opportunity to show other people so they understand how Ibogaine works. It's really miraculous, and we can save some other more lives. That's our purpose here.
Believe in it. Believe in it 'cause it works.
Yeah.
Absolutely works.
Thank you. We are again back. I just wanted to mention one thing to you guys and to anyone that does Ibogaine and goes off the opiates or any other drug. Please understand, you cannot drink alcohol, you cannot take other drugs, you cannot take anything that intoxicates you, because it can just trigger for you to go back to and use again, God forbid. And anybody has relapsed, it always starts with a bottle of beer or something like this, okay? And you have to understand that pills do not solve problems, and you have to get that attitude of taking pills for every problem out of your head, and be independent and be responsible yourself. No alcohol, I repeat, no alcohol, no anything that intoxicates you and gets you a little bit high, because that's a trigger to get the devil back in your life.